assessing the impact political acts may have on individuals' lives or society more broadly. And in each individual will take up different aspects which are maybe indirect or maybe direct role. So I'll be talking about individuals, and most of us will normally see it as political acts may have its disadvantages, but we should also see the advantages as well. So, the central effect political acts may have on individuals is compressing their freedom, which is evident to everyone who read the book. This led to Bernard to hypothesize, is it better to be happy than free? In this context, the reader can interpret it, interpreted as being free from political acts. A key example is Mustafa Kemal, who explained the choice he had between being exiled or being in power, or being in a position of power, and being able to change notions of the world, of the state. His love of science is restricted, however, but is transformed to suit the world state, which can be seen through the Bartholomewski process, which could be assumed that he implemented due to his love of science. This process restricts society where the individuality is compressed, as I stated earlier. However, political acts may have disadvantages as well on individuals. The world state makes the lives of the people simpler, free from dangers and emotions that we all experience on a daily basis. However, their process makes the world state a fluid society within a social caste. So to conclude, as readers, we can see for the world state that in the world state, being artificially happy is free from most of them.
Alright, so I'll be talking about the political act of the implementation of SOMA. So in the world state, SOMA is encouraged by the world state, it's provided for, and the world state even ensures that everyone's got an equal amount and they're never short of SOMA. Okay, so the reason for this is because in the book, humankind, the human goals are stability and happiness, not so much human emotions, relationships, and individual expression. So SOMA eradicates all these negative emotions, I guess you can say, such as anger and pain, and makes society, I guess, more bearable. It's not only used as a drug to control the individuals of the society, but also a means to avoid emotional conflict. Because of the conditioning that the individuals in the world state go through, they're not exposed to proper human emotions because they've kind of been eradicated. But because this machine, so to speak, is not perfect, it's got its flaws, so these human emotions, I guess human nature, comes through from the individual, and when that does happen, because they haven't experienced it before, they don't really know how to feel. So to get rid of any conflicts that may arise from that, SOMA kind of takes them back and gives them, I guess, an artificial happiness or an eradication of all the negative aspects. But in saying that, it also diminishes the individuality of a person, because I guess when you take SOMA, you go back to like a default setting, like on any kind of technological device. You go back to a factory setting so that everyone conforms to society. So on a superficial level, SOMA makes everything bearable and makes life and it makes life in all its aspects seem not only worth living but divinely beautiful and significant. So I guess that's the advantage, so to speak, even though it's got all its negatives. Everyone lives in a society where everyone's happy and, well, on a superficial level, everyone's happy and there's nothing to worry about. It becomes a paradise where everyone under the influence of SOMA, as it has eradicated negative emotions even though it alters one state of mind.
We're talking about science and how it sets a scene for Brave New World. So in the setting is set in the first paragraph of the novel. The light was frozen dead, the ghost. Only the yellow barrels of the microscopes could borrow a certain rich and living substance. Lying along the polished tubes like Butter Street after Russia Street in a longer session down the work tables. So if we analyse this quote, it says the light was frozen dead. The light symbolises nature, so nature is not existent or is dead, like it's all about the industrial thought. And the yellow barrels of the microscope will borrow a sense of rich and living substance. So it's certainly saying that science is a living substance, that it's useful and makes up Brave New World. So what science does is it sets a quote that says everyone belongs to everyone else. And that's what Brave New World is about. Me belonging to you and you belonging to me. All the feats of conditioning, hidden training, and the power of convention molds each individual into an interchangeable part in the society, valuable for only one purpose, in making the whole society run. In such a world, uniqueness is useless, and uniformity is bliss, because social stability is everything.